Hey fellow Star Citizens, Scrapchat here. In today's episode, I'm going to take a look at the new Anvil C8R Rescue. The C8R Rescue can be purchased in the Pledge Store for $60 cash, with free blue paint if you're a member of the Chairman's Club. It can also be purchased for $60 cash in the standard red by the rest of us. And the third option is store credit or ship upgrade, which will run you $65. There are also several paint schemes available for a few bucks extra. I chose the red and yellow stripe for mine, but there is no accounting for taste, I suppose. The ship itself is identical to the C8 Pisces, with the interior being the only major upgrade. Alright, so we're actually in space right now. I like to kind of do this from space just because it makes it easier to kind of maneuver around the ship. And as you can see, it is basically a standard Pisces. Just two little... I'd almost drop the weapons, honestly, just to make it even smaller. Just to make it easier to maneuver around into tight spaces, like in caves and whatnot. Because I can see this being a really good, you know, like I said, going into caves and tight areas to extract people out. So anyway, like I said, standard looking Pisces. Nothing really different other than the paint scheme, and there are lights, special lights for it. We'll look at that in a minute too, which is kind of cool. And like which just recently happened to the Pisces, there's no you no longer click the door to open it. You click on a button right here, and that actually opens up the ramp. There we go. And as you can see, it has a very medical facility look to it. Very reminiscent, if you ask me, of the Carrack. Including has like a set of sliding doors there. Kind of opaque doors. And let's just go ahead inside here so I can land here without falling. Actually, it'd be kind of cool if I did. Maybe I'd hurt myself. No, of course not. I stuck the landing. Anyway, so you have this little foyer basically here where you walk in, and it has some components on the side. You can't actually access them. I already tried. There's no access. You just you can only look at them. So there's a power plant, there's the cooler, and there's a jump drive, and there's a cooler. Jump drive is significant because that means we can jump between systems with this ship. So that means when Pyro comes along, you won't be able to go very far, but at least you can get there, you know, which is more than most other ships that currently exist in Star Citizen. So, and then there's this down here, which the Carrack also has, and I believe this is supposed to be like a decontamination area, and I kind of really wish that also on the Carrack. I don't know if you've ever been on the Carrack. Well, if you've seen my other videos, you've been on the Carrack, but this glass door doesn't automatically open. You actually have to click on a button to get it to open. Which makes sense, because if you're in a... Let's close the door here. If you're in a oh, yeah, see, I'm so used to clicking on the door. If you're in a contamination environment, or a contaminated environment, and you want to make use of the decontamination area of the ship, you don't want the door opening the minute you walk in. That's kind of dumb. But anyway, I'm suspecting that's what these are supposed to represent. So you walk in, and here is the medical area. Here is a tier 3 bed, which is only really good for bumps and bruises, and also hydration and food. So if you're, if you're on a bunker mission and you get there and you're down to 75% for hydration, you can hop in the bed and it'll restore you to 100%. It won't hold, you'll start losing it right away again, but at least it'll bump you back up to 100%. That's kind of nice. And I laid in it. It functions just like... I don't want to hop in it. It functions just like any normal med bed. The little gizmo flips out here. There you go. Says regeneration. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. No, of course not. It's just a tier 3 bed. But you can get medical care. you know, that's kind of cool. No injuries detected. Good to know. So we'll hop up here. So yeah, so that's the bed. And then across from the bed you have what I call the dispensary. So you have a nice little display. You can't do anything with this stuff here, but you know, nice little display of all kinds of medical type stuff. Something to, I guess, wash your hands or clean your hands off. I'm assuming some kind of, I don't know, that blue ray there makes it seem like it does, shoots rays at you of some kind to clean your hands off. Oops, and you do have external storage right here, which unfortunately doesn't seem to work for me. I don't know. If I click on it, so this is the crew storage. That's separate from, I'm assuming, the regular ship inventory. But yeah, it doesn't seem to work for me. So, whatever. And then right next to it is your patient storage. That's kind of cool, you know. So again, you can click on it. It just doesn't seem to want to work for me. Whatever. And you do have regular ship inventory too, so that's fine. And then down here, I don't know what some of this is. I don't know. Looks like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Then over here, secure before takeoff. Don't know what that is either. Looks like it charges something though, like a charger for something. I don't know what though. I don't know. And then of course you have a sink. Doesn't really do anything. I'm assuming that that's maybe the temperature. So this is the cold side. I guess that must be in centigrade or yeah. And then this must be the hot side. This must be the cold side. But and then down here is kind of cool. You got like this is what I think really makes it a dispensary. You can open this up, and there's some food and water and some flares and some med pens. You can hover over it. I'm not familiar with that one. I only ever use med pens, so whatever these guys are, I don't do the medical gameplay, so I couldn't tell you. But there is water and food in here, which is very helpful. You know, if you haven't picked somebody up who's dehydrated or hungry, I guess. The only thing I noticed is you can't like close the door. It doesn't. Oh, it did. Oh, okay, cool. I couldn't get it to close before. Is this side open? Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, and there's med pens. Can I access the stuff up top? No. Okay. So just the usual stuff. Med pens and water and food. Nice. Cool. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And then you got a jump seat over here. I guess this is where the paramedic would sit, because you're the pilot, obviously. So yeah, this must be like for the paramedic that comes along with you. And then over here you got your little digital assistant, you know, like you do on the Carrick and also on the Cutlass Red. Regeneration, that's funny, but if there was somebody actually in the bed, I think this would light up too. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, current location does not support regeneration, so don't even bother. Reset location. Yeah, we're not going to do that. But anyway, got that. And then down here is something interesting. I haven't figured out exactly what it is, and I ran it past my peeps over the Discord, and they think it might be for samples they get from the patient. So that's kind of neat. You click on the green area and a little door pops open, and I guess you could stick something in here. If you had it, I don't know. So maybe we're going to see some changes to the medical gameplay coming up. I don't know. And why C1 and C2, I don't know. One of life's mysteries. I don't think this does anything down here either. No, it doesn't do anything. So that is pretty much it for the medical section. Then we get to the cockpit, and we got some more components, scanner and shield, and they're not accessible. Little monitor here showing some code. I tried taking snapshots of it because I'm actually a programmer. I was kind of figuring out, I was hoping I could like identify the language they were using. Yeah, I couldn't really figure it out. I don't know I mean, it could be a couple languages probably. A couple of, maybe it's Java or C# or something, but I don't know. I was kind of hoping it was like code to Star Citizen. That would be neat. Anyway, more components over here. Radar computer, battery. And none of it's accessible. Don't know what that is there. Maybe it's the stock prices of Anvil. I don't know. Alright. And here is the cockpit. Also in carrying the same color scheme going into here. And interestingly, I never noticed this. I don't know if the C8 Pisces is like this also, but it uses I guess that's a HOTAS, right? So you gotta, because I have a dual stick on my my setup here at home, and yeah, obviously that's just a you know, that's not a dual stick, that's for sure. I just thought that was interesting. I don't think I guess I don't really pay attention to what the stick configurations are on most of my ships, because I think I've seen one or two where it's just one stick and that's it. Alright, so again, it's just a standard Pisces, so I won't go over where all the buttons are and what they all do, except we're going to turn the lights on, because, you know, that's fun. So there you go, see the lights are flashing. Let's get an exterior shot. You got them above, just like your standard ambulance, and you got them below. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Adds a little flavor. I think that's it, right? That's all the lights, yeah. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. But there are no, I don't think there are any real, what I call headlights. Really, I guess that is it right there. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's their headlight right there, is that little rectangular light there, and that's just not going to do anything. That's why I love my Avenger Titan. I know I say this every time, but I like being able to see where I'm heading into. Alright. Let's get back inside. Turn the lights off. As you saw, it only has a pair of bulldogs on the front. You're not going to get into a fight with this thing, really. I mean, I can see taking this on bunker missions, though. That'd be kind of nice. I mean, you know, if you take some kind of a minor injury, you get it taken care of, or if you're running multiple missions and you're not stopping off at your base of operations, like the space station or whatever, you lie in here and get yourself rehydrated. You know, that'd be handy. So, and it comes stocked with food. So, hey, there you go. And I've had to reclaim this a couple times. I noticed it restocks itself automatically. Because I opened this up once or twice and I made a mess of everything in there. I had stuff spread out all over the place. So I noticed that when it came back, when I reclaimed it, everything was put back the way it's supposed to be. There you go. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Scrapjet out.